If what I'm about to say to you makes you uncomfortable, you probably need to hear it. You set some goals for yourself, and now you feel like unless you execute it perfectly to a T, you're never going to reach the result that you want, or you're never going to feel like you made real change in your life. And that's because what we do is create this glorified image inside of our head of what it's going to look like when we set out to achieve the goal, when we are starting to execute that goal. We imagine this future self that's different than who we are now, which makes it hard to anchor into the identity associated with the goal that we're trying to create. We have this assumption that you're just going to be able to be consistent through sheer willpower alone and forget that real life is messy and bad days happen. We think that growth is only going to be this empowering good feeling and forget that growth is actually really uncomfortable. Discipline is inconvenient. Healing is destabilizing. Growth is vulnerable. We treat our perfect image in our head as proof of our worth because we feel like if we finally achieve this goal that we have cooked up inside of our head, that we'll finally be good enough, we'll finally be confident, we'll finally be unbothered, life will finally feel stable. The glorified image in your head isn't inherently bad. It's a symbol of what matters to you. It holds hope and desire and identity and possibility. But the problem is when we confuse the fantasy that we've created in our head with the actual real life path that we need to take in order to execute our goal. Real growth is clumsy and emotional and inconsistent, and it requires you grieving that fantasy that you've cooked up inside of your mind, that fantasy of the perfect execution, and that's the only thing that's going to get you to your goal in order to create something that's real and sustainable.